Today we're interviewing Mr. Maxi.
Coach Maxi.
Coach Maxi.
Thanks, sir.
And today we're going to be asking him a few questions.
Yes, sir.
How did you become interested in being a coach?
The answers came from just giving back, pursuing purpose, giving back to the youth, giving back to the community.
How long have you been teaching and do you like it?
I've been teaching approximately 2 years. Well, almost 2 years, about a year and a half. I love it, again, because of the person behind it. Yeah, I enjoy it.
How do you manage being a coach and a teacher at the same time?
It's fairly easy. You know, I have a fairly calm attitude toward it all. I don't overwhelm myself. I try to delegate tasks as they come. Try to make sure I have time for everything.
That's good. That's good. Good. How often do you go to the gym?
I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. You know, I try to get in there and get active about approximately like 5 o'clock in the morning. Get in there, give me about an hour and 20 minutes, and get that work and get to the house. I get active. If some of you students will go to the gym more often, or at least do push-ups, you know, you will kind of understand the fitness and the health that relates to in-class time. So fitness helps with your, Fitness helps with your in-class. It helps keep you focused in class if you guys know anything about fitness and health.
Were you always a teacher?
No, sir. When I was a teacher, I actually started in corrections. I worked in prison for 7 years, 2 years as an officer, and 5 years as a sergeant. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's good.
Today we are interviewing Mr. Woodley, and we're going to be asking him some questions. So the first question is, how did you become a music production teacher?
Well, it all started when I was a child. No, I'm messing with you. So what happened was I've been producing for 20 years now. And so since I've been producing for that long, one day while I was being a 6th grade science teacher, our old principal, Principal Brown, needed a star rap. And so I sent her beats for that star rap from my after school program where I was showing them how to make beats. And it just so happens the beats were so good, she was like, this should be a class. Now I got a class.
That's cool, that's cool.
Yeah.
So how long have you been teaching for?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How did you get into making beats in the first place?
All right, so here's what happened. My degree is in music education, emphasis on classical choir. So I'm a singer. Nobody really knows that, but I am a singer. And so when I was working on a project for my theory class, it just so happens we had a studio downstairs. And so I started making beats in the studio because I saw we had GarageBand. Looked like fun. Hadn't stopped since.
So how much money do you think you have made from making beats?
Over my time span, I'd say at least 120 grand.
120?
Yeah, 120 grand. Around that amount. If I total up everything per year, because I made anywhere between like 7 and 15,000 a year just making beats. So, and that's on the low end. So yeah, I'd say probably like 120 grand, something like that. It's not a lot. It's actually on the low end. I should have made more.
Alright, well this would be the end. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all.
We're interviewing Mr. Harris.
What's up?
He is a film teacher, and we'll be interviewing him for some what's a fun or rare experience you have gone through while filming?
It's been a lot. I'll say college was an eye-opener for me. It allowed me to do like a lot of like big-time games. A lot of big-time games. I went to school in New York, and one of the top schools in New York though too. So working the Big East, doing games at the stadium, basketball, soccer, volleyball, and all of them televised. Like Fox Sports used to come to our school all the time to film games. So like being a part of that, working at Planet Forward for like the school district has been cool too. Being able to like highlight some of the same high schools I've been able to do for a long time. I filmed a lot of concerts on my own, like met Playboy Cardi before, and have him say he liked my work, like my writing and stuff, and many other different people. You know, had a chance to meet Travis Scott before those two, being backstage and doing media and filming. When I was 18, like a week after my graduation, I interviewed The Neighborhood. We even made the song Sweater Weather, which you guys may know now. So it's been a lot of rare experiences though. I feel like the the camera or like doing media or just writing in general led me to be in a whole lot of places I feel like I would never be at in my life. So it's a blessing.
Do you think you'll ever be able to achieve being a filmer at Fox Sports?
Back then, that was like a goal, or like my main goal was if I wasn't gonna go into pros, I was gonna try to work at ESPN. And that dream kind of altered when I got older. I went to kind of work in music media, so I achieved a lot of that, like in college. Like when I was in college, I worked at Complex, the same company that does Hot Ones, the TV show, or like sneaker shopping. I was 20 years old when I was working there. Like I said, working with St. John's, I got a lot of like my sports dreams out the way. So I feel like it's just making sure I don't stop dreaming, or don't stop like reaching my goals in the same way. You know, I want to still have the same type of thinking like I was when I was 16, 17, like I have now when I'm 28. You know, so just trying to do the same stuff, but just at a different level.
So that'll be all for interviewing Mr. Harris. Thank you for watching BTV.
Yeah, man, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Shout out to my boy Z Comedy, my boy Zane, Vasquez. You don't know about him in the future. He's gonna have his own comedy special, be on TV somewhere. And you got my boy Soto on the camera though too, right? Tune in, BTV.